I mean, it's like at this point, if you're still watching H3H3 and he spends an insane amount of time just like shitting on pro-Palestinian content creators and like regularly doing pro-Israel propaganda, you're not just like watching a regular fucking goofs and gaffs show.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you're consuming fuck Palestine, fuck pro-Palestinian people propaganda. That's what you're doing. You are also, without recognizing it, slowly but surely, most likely changing your own political perspective, because he's drip feeding right-wing sentiment and pro-genocide positions, beaming it directly into your fucking mind.
Dude, he's radicalizing them. That's the big thing they get you for, is saying that you radicalize people into like crazy left tanky stuff that's not the good kind of leftism, which is liberalism, which is fascism when it comes to Israel. And that's what, dude, posting like 50 Instagram stories a day, that's like already laying the groundwork for some crazy shit to happen. 50 concerted Instagram stories about specific people and, characterize pro-Palestine activists as terrorists, but then combining that with like a 4-hour show where, dude, I was gonna say that if you watch it, I've watched a little bit of it recently. No, I know you haven't, that's good, but the way the vibes are fucked. The vibes of that show are fucked. It's just a guy like kind of sitting there being like all worked up and angry about everyone and bringing up names of people to call them terrorists, and like having to have his wife get him to stop calling people bitch because he's just calling the women he's suing bitch, and like all this stuff where it's like an angry guy surrounded by a bunch of yes men. And I don't know, like if you're still into that, because they do goofs and gaffs in between, which they barely do, that's just like, oh yeah, you're at some point you're in it for the Zionism, or you're in it for the, I don't know, you're in it for the content, and you're in it for the Hasan battle, or whatever.
But the content that you're getting out of that is just like slowly, it's going to fuck your real world relationships as well. It is, because like I sometimes like I'll see this on Twitter or on Reddit where someone will be like, I don't really understand. Are these people like Hasan snarkers? And they're like, they'll literally be talking about like a person who doesn't know who the fuck I am, who just has the same position that I have, because many more people are finally coming to this fucking conclusion. I didn't like break their brains into believing that Israel was committing a genocide. Israel made people recognize that it is absolutely invested in committing a genocide by killing children every day. Okay? So if you think you're like pro-Palestine because your favorite content creator says he is, and then you just like repeat the shit that he's saying, most people in the real world are gonna look at you and be like, what the fuck? What? You're fucking, I think you're pro-Israel. That's gonna start ruining your real world relationships, your real life relationships.
Like my wife keeps calling me a snarker, and I don't get why she doesn't know, like shit like that, where it's like, what, you're using a term that basically just means, it functionally means the same thing as terrorist, which means bad guy, and everyone that doesn't like me or criticizes me and my favorite content creator is a snarker or a terrorist or a bad guy, and everyone that likes him is like, I like
get
them.
out of the get
but
out
it's like
of
my
this
wife
space.
left me because I like H3H3 and I watch it all the time, and I like, every time I see Hasan's face, I start foaming at the mouth and my like legs break from rage or whatever. It's like, this seems wild. I don't know. This seems like an unhealthy exchange.
That's not good, man. I don't know how else to describe it. That's just not good for you. That's not good for your mentality.
No.
Okay.
But then combine that with the fact that your brain is now full of pro-Israel talking points, and you come out of your little like echo chamber to talk to someone, like the thing comes up, and then you're doing propaganda, and they're like, we all know it's a genocide. You're just in this little space that calls it a genocide, but doesn't actually act in a manner that would show that they believe that, or acts in a manner that actively, disputes that claim or denies it. You're an insane person, and they should be shunned. They should not be allowed to be the local dog catcher, as you said, because that's insane. But one day, once they're out of it, it's kind of like having a relative that's an addict or whatever. You're like, yeah, this shit's not going good for you, and it's kind of, you're hurting everyone in your life, and it's really unfortunate. But I'd like
glad
it if
you're getting
stopped.
better.
Yeah. We should open a rehab center. Ethan Klein Zionism Rehab Center, something like that.
And how can